Hello everybody, this is Gregory with 5 Minute Catholic Apologetics and Living, where 5 minutes of your time may get you to the divine. Today we're going to talk about how we need to stop with the I'm more Catholic than you mindset. Now before we begin, let's start with a prayer. Nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritui Sancti. Amen. Gloria Patri, Filio et Spiritui Sancto. Secutor in principio et nunc et semper et seculi seculorum. Amen. So look, I think we are all prone to this because of the fall of Adam and Eve. What do I mean by the I'm a better Catholic than you? I think there's certain times where the 25% of us who go to Mass on Sundays, and I mentioned that in a past episode on that big Pew research study that showed that the identifying Catholics, only about 25% go to Sunday Mass. But let's say we'll go to Sunday Mass, and then the Christers, the CEOs, come on Christmas and Easter, and we get all mad. They're taking up all the parking. I'm gonna have to sit in the back, or I'm now in the gym for the Mass because I'm better Catholic. Why don't they come more often? We get all angry at them. But I'm even talking about those who go to weekly Sunday Mass. How I think there's this mindset of who's the better Catholic, and so you might meet some brand new Catholics, or these could be just Catholics in your life. And it's kind of like the 20 questions test, so where do you go to a parish? And if it's a parish that you know is more modernist, like say for example, you're like, oh, they go to that parish, I go to this parish. Or do you go to daily Mass? No, I don't go to daily Mass. Or you name drop like the marathon runners love to do. I ran a marathon. Even though if it's not in context, people are like, yeah, I go to daily Mass, da-da-da-da-da-da. They're dropping that in, right? It's dropped in. Oh, wow, you're a great Catholic. Or the other great name drop is, during my daily rosary, da-da-da-da-da, or during my chaplet of divine mercy, or during my divine hours, whatever it is. It's this, I need to pull out my cool Catholic ID card showing that I'm a better Catholic than you. I go to perpetual adoration 17 hours a day. I'm involved in church governance. I do this, I do that. And look, on some levels it's human nature that we do this because we're proud of our faith. But I think if we were to step back, we would realize that we're probably doing this because we want to come off like we're better than we really are. And that is a sign of pride, is it not? Right? Why do we need to tell the whole world that we're daily communicants? Or that we do the rosary every day, or you've been to Our Lady of Fatima, Fatima 5 times, or you're doing a Catholic pilgrimage thing, or you self-flagellate every night, whatever it is. Like, do we really need to be telling people this? I think of what Christ tells us in the Sermon on the Mount, like how we're supposed to pray. Just go to a quiet room, right? Pray. It's the same thing with like people who donate money. And they're like, okay, I'm going to donate these millions of dollars to be put on this new chemistry science building at the university, but it's got to have my last name on it. It kind of reminds me of that. It's like, no, why don't you just donate it and just call it the science building? Because you want everyone to know, oh, you're amazing. You donated this building. We're going to name it after, And be like, no, let's just, especially if it's at a Catholic university, just name it after your favorite saint. The St. Athanasius Center for fill in the blank. And so, in closing, I just think we need to be careful about it. I do this. I've done it in the past. I go to a pretty traditional parish. I'm proud of my parish. I will mention that I go to that parish. But really, I need to think about what is my motive when I'm saying this. And if it's in context, like, hey, what parish do you go to? Oh, I go to fill in the blank. Okay. But if I'm just like, when I was reading my Bible for 90 minutes in the Koine Greek that it was written in, it's just like we need to step back. We need to catch ourselves, step back, think about why we're really doing this, and be a little more humble. Guys, post in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care and God bless, and pray.